can continue to grow as we continue to share great and wonderful things with you that I believe take you to the next level, that gets you moving in the direction of bringing things into your life that you desire. If your life is not where it wants to be, you hang on a minute. I'm going to share some things with you that's going to take you to the next level and help you begin to see the things in your life that you desire. And the truth of the matter is that you can have, you can be, you can do anything that you desire to be, have, or do. I'm so excited to be able to share with people how they can actually do that, because I believe this right here. A lot of times it's just a matter of knowing how to do something. Once you learn how to do it, then you begin to apply those things in your life. You begin to see results, and the results are, quote unquote, just the outcome. And so I've learned this right here. It's never, ever a failure. Sometimes it's just a matter of a delay in the results. And that's okay. As long as you're committed to it, as long as you stay with it, as long as you keep moving forward. Well, today I'm going to talk about never entertain doubt. I kind of finished up last week with that, and I want to go a little bit further, and I really want to delve into this because I believe that a lot of people are challenged by when doubt comes into their life, when they begin to have those thoughts of doubt. It begins to move them away from what they're truly desiring. And I have a saying that I've coined, said, never entertain doubt, never give doubt room, never give doubt consideration. So what we want to do on today, we want to go into it. We want to understand doubt, and then we're going to understand how not to entertain it. So if you haven't done so already, shout yourself out. I am super excited that you are here with me on today. I know that there's some great things that we're going to share with you on today that's going to take you to another level. So you go ahead and get your pencil and paper. Also, if you would do me a big favor, shout this out, share it with somebody, or if you would just tag somebody in the comments and say, hey, you need to check out Coach David and what he has to say, because he's inspiring us to go to the next level. And I want you to go with me. And believe me, there is enough for all of us. We don't have to act like, oh, there's a limited amount and I'm just going to keep this to myself. I used to think like that. But I began to very quickly recognize and understand through my coaching and through my mentorship with various people that there's more than enough for everybody. So you share. You've heard this before. Sharing is caring. And I want you to do that. So let's jump into this. First thing that I want to do, I want to get an understanding of what doubt truly is. And so what it is a feeling of uncertainty. When things you're believing for, things you're working for, things that you are attracting into your life. And you know I'm a law of attraction coach. And so this is kind of tuned towards that. But I don't want to just stay there. This could be anything in your life. If you're, you a person of faith and you're a person of belief, as I am, you have to understand that sometimes these things are going to try to show up in your life. And when they do, you have to be sharp enough to know how to deal with them, because uncertainty comes. Now, I'm not saying that the thoughts will not come, because they will. What I am saying, just don't entertain them. It's like one of my mentors told me one time. He says, you can't do anything about birds flying over your head, but you can definitely do something about a bird building a nest on the top of your head. And so you have to understand that there are thoughts out there. The thoughts are going to come, but you don't have to entertain them. You don't have to give room to them. So you never, ever entertain doubt, because here's what I understand. Doubt will diss you. Yes, it will. And there are certain things, I call it the disses of doubt. As you know, when somebody diss you, that means to disrespect you or to criticize you or to treat you rudely or be impolite or even be offensive. And doubt will do you just like that. Doubt will diss you. So I have these three disses of doubt, if you would, and we're going to talk about them because I'm going to show you and demonstrate to you how doubt will try to diss you. The first one is distrust. Distrust is a feeling that says something or someone cannot be relied upon. So when you're talking about walking by faith, when you're talking about the law of attraction, what doubt wants to do, it wants to tell you that you can't trust these principles, that you can't trust them. And since you can't trust them, doubt wants to steal your trust. And watch this right here. Doubt even wants you to distrust your very own self, your very own feeling, your very own inner person. Doubt, that's what it does. It disses you by causing distrust. The second disc is discussion. Now, all that is questioning whether it's real or not. That's a lot of self-talk. We don't have to discuss with other people, although we do. A lot of times it's just the inner conversation in our head. That discussion right there will cause us to start to doubt. We'll start questioning ourselves. And so I want you to understand that the second disc of discussion is really, really dangerous, especially when it is self-talk. We will talk ourselves out of the best simply by the questions that go on in our head. Now, the third disc is discredit. Now, discredit comes about and it asks you the question, can this really be possible? Can this really happen for me? David, I hear you're saying that I can have, be, or do anything, but can I really go there? Is that really possible for me? So what that is, that's a form of trying to discredit what you know, what you believe, what you hope for. It's trying to discredit that. It's trying to make that say, I know other people can do this, but is this possible for me? But remember what I shared from the beginning. We don't entertain doubt. What do you mean? We don't give consideration to, we don't give attention to the distrust, the discussion, and the discredit. We don't do that. What we've learned to do is this right here. We've learned to put our focus, our attention, our energy somewhere else, because whatever you give your focus, your energy, and attention to, you see more of that in your life. So if you are entertaining doubt, you're going to see more doubt and more doubt and more doubt. So we do not entertain doubt because we know it brings distrust. We know it brings discussion. We know it brings discredit, and we will not allow that to enter into our life. So the question now comes up, how do I not entertain doubt? And I'm glad you asked that question. How not to entertain doubt? Simple. Watch this right here. The first and foremost thing that you can do is stop comparing. Stop it. Just knock it off. And there are a couple of places that we like to compare ourselves. Number one, we like to compare ourselves with other people. We like to compare ourselves with the past. We like to compare ourselves with plans. We like to compare ourselves with problems. What do you mean? People. Listen, you can always find someone doing better than you. But here's the other thing. You can also always find someone doing worse than you. But here's the focus. The focus is where you're at. Remember, I talked to you about before. There's only competition. The only competition is when I doubted myself. And so what I have to learn to do is to stay with me. Don't worry about what he's doing over here or she's doing over there. Stay focused on me. And when I do that, oh my goodness, now there's no comparison with other people. I'm only looking at my goals, my objectives, and moving forward with them. The second one is the past. Now, there's a reason we call it the past. Why? Because it's dead and it is gone. So here's what we got to do. The past is the past. Your past does not have anything to do with your future. You can move forward in your future regardless of what kind of past you've had. The past says this right here. It is dead. It is gone. Let's get up and let's move on. That's it. It is, oh my goodness. It is dead. It is gone. Let's get up and move on. Don't get entertained by the past. The second way that you want to make sure that you don't entertain doubt is through plans. Don't talk to anyone about your plans. What? Keep your plans to you. Now, I know there's some people you can trust, and there's some people who will get on board, but I also understand this right here, that there are a lot of people who won't get on board with you. With me, when a person tells me their plans, I just say, I believe you can do it. But why? Because I believe that a person can do anything that they've set their heart and their mind to. I believe that a person who is committed, who is focused, who is moving forward can do it. But here's the truth. You don't need anyone's validation of your plans. Why? Because it's about you. It's the inner you. That's who you discuss your plans with, and you keep moving forward. And then here's the final one that stop comparing. Stop comparing yourself to the problems. What are you talking about? I tried that and it didn't. I don't want to hear that. Listen, get out of that. Quit comparing yourself to the past problems. Quit comparing yourself to your present problem. Well, I don't have money. I don't have time. I don't know how. Those are all problems. But I promise you that if you would just get started, one of my mentors told me this, and I am so grateful for him sharing this with me. He says, David, you get more on your way than when you first start. I said, what does that mean? That means just get started and watch how many great and wonderful things begin to come your way. How things just start to fill in for you. Things just start to work out for you. Things just start to get better and better and better. Why? Because you understand that problems, they're just temporary challenges to be overcome by a person with a mindset to get the job done. So that's the stop comparing portion. I got one more thing for you, and I'm going to let you go. And here it is. Expect the best. I've learned this, that when I expect the best, I get it. That's right. What do you mean? Well, when I expect the best, it means everything becomes a possibility now. And so I understand that I have to begin to move forward and do those things that's going to bring those things into my life. So I've got to expect the best, because when I expect the best, I get the best. And here's another thing that's really dynamic to me. Things become better when I expect better. But there's a lot of people out there that are expecting the worst. They're sitting by expecting the worst. They're looking for the worst. And not only that, they are patiently waiting for the worst to happen. Get out of that. Get out of that mindset. Expect the best. Get the best. And watch great and wonderful things happen for you. Boy, that's powerful right there. Would you do me a favor and share that with someone? Because people are entertaining doubt all over the place, and I'm on a crusade to stop that. Never entertain doubt. I hope that has helped you on today. Well, I'm done for today. And listen, I want you to have a fantastic week on this week. Don't entertain any doubt. Move forward and watch great and wonderful things happen for you. Remember this right here. Remember this. You are the architect of your life, and I believe in you. Get that doubt out of there. I'll see you next week. Bye.